Hello everybody. So I've been getting a lot of requests for this and I'm finally doing a hair vlog, whatever you want to call it. I get a lot of questions about my hair, about how it works. Is it real? Is it fake? It's fake. Right now I'm wearing a hair company called Hair by Laura Uju, and I've been wearing this since July, so I would say this hair is doing me pretty good considering I've never wrapped it once. When I go to bed, I don't particularly spend too much time on moisturizing or anything like that. And I've also bleached the out of it. I'm pretty impressed. I don't experience a lot of shedding, but I'm going to tell you about the mysteries of my hair in just a moment. My hair is a full-on wig that I get custom made. I wear a closure, which is like a little piece of a top of a wig almost that you can either sew onto your own hair, which you do cornrows and you sew it to the cornrow, or braids, and it looks kind of like it could be growing from your own head. So for myself, because I have the side of my head shaved, I'm not too picky about closures. I usually just part it and put the middle of the wig on the side. So this is technically the middle. That's why sometimes if I were to let it just go like this, it looks almost like it's a little longer on this side and a little shorter on this side. I'm actually wearing 2 packs of 28-inch hair. I'm about 5'8", so I'm tall and I love my long Rapunzel hair. The lengths were really true to size, which was awesome. I feel like Laura Uju's lengths are pretty on point. In terms of bleaching, you know, whether it's virgin hair, no matter what company it's from, you can always experience a little bit of difference between how the hair takes the bleach. There was one bundle that didn't really take the bleach that well, and that's what you see as the darker part, but it ended up working out really well for the entire look, which is awesome. 2 packs of 28-inch, 1 pack of 26, and 1 pack of 24. The closure, the only available length that they had was 16-inch, which is okay because I was getting shorter lengths with each bundle just because I wanted it to be somewhat layered. So I wasn't upset about that. The only thing is though, when you're wearing it straight, sometimes you can kind of see it because the closure is actually quite dense, and it was really nice quality. I actually would not recommend dyeing your own virgin hair extensions just because I've tried to do it 1,000 times and I always end up frustrated and wanting to punch things. So I definitely recommend getting a professional to do it. If you're willing to take the risk, you could do it yourself. It's a lot cheaper, but you might be spending more money on trying to correct it than just going and getting it done right the first place. Unless you're a professional, I wouldn't really do things on your own unless you're willing to lose the hair. This one I started to do on my own. I realized it just wasn't working, so I took it to a professional and she custom made it into this, which is a beautiful honey blonde color. A lot of people ask what color it is and I can't tell you. I don't know her color recipe secret, but usually when you give someone a picture and you say this is kind of what I'm going for, they can point you in the right direction. So for myself, what I like to do, just because I'm always going to wear a full head weave, I'm not really going to be showing my own natural hair. I'm trying to kind of let it grow out. I usually just sew my weaves onto a wig cap instead of having to unravel my whole head when it starts to become loose. I can just unravel the braids and then redo them, then sew the whole unit back on rather than trying to sew the entire wig together every single time. I find that's more effective to me and it keeps my hair looking more consistent. Also, the way that it falls, I find that if your hair is sitting in a certain way, sometimes by the way you part it, you know, it can break a little bit different or it can just end up shaping to your head a certain way, and I like to keep it that way, and that's why I like with a full wig. For people who want to have a little bit of their hair showing, what you could do is skip the closure and just get a U-part wig sewed together, which is basically a full wig with a little U shape cut out of the top, so you can put that on top, part your hair, put it over the top parts of it, and sew it on that way. That way it looks like it actually could be your own. As far as tangling and stuff goes, usually it's pretty good. Like, I'm pretty low maintenance when it comes to my hair. This is the Indian straight REMY, and I find that it holds its curl quite well. Sometimes when I sleep on it funny though, yeah, it gets a little straight. Like I curled this the other day, but this part has come straight because I decided to sleep like this. I really like the freedom that I get with this hair just because I don't really have to do much with it. Everyone's like, oh, it looks like a lot of work, but it's really not. You just brush it and give it some love. With extensions, I don't like to wash them too much just because it's not directly on your scalp. So hair oils and that type of stuff doesn't really get into it. It takes a little bit longer because it has to go through your hair and then the extension. If you're someone who needs to wash your hair every day, then I wouldn't quite do that, maybe once a week, but just see how you feel. I don't feel like you really need to load it up with too many styling products just because it does hold quite well, especially after bleaching. I usually just put like a hair protector. I use one by Rusk that has argan oil in it, and it's a thermal protecting spray that helps it to keep its shine and to help it to hold the curl a little bit better. Definitely was impressed with the packaging that they sent with it. I thought it was really cute. It came in a nice little box and they sent me a thank you card, and the hair felt really good. It seems like they put a lot of care into their package. This is probably one of the better quality hairs that I've had just because I've been able to wear it for this long, have it this bleached, and have it still look, you know, not too crispy wispy, which is nice. And this is one of those other things, same thing with my eyebrows. If you want to do something at a certain time, go ahead and do it. You don't want to be looking back and wishing that you did do it. So right now I'm going through my Rapunzel phase with hair, and hopefully I'll still have hair when I'm older. When you're getting your hair sewn in, it's good to make sure that the weight is evenly distributed along where the points of where it's being held, just because you don't want too much weight with so much hair to be pulling in a certain direction, because you can get bald spots. Sometimes they're not reversible, so make sure you're very careful and delicate with your hair, especially if your hair is a little bit more on the fragile side. My hair is very fragile, and because I've got it shaved all the way around, and I shave the back so that I don't have little broccoli bushes sticking out when I try and part my hair to the side, but my hair is pretty good. I am trying to grow it out, so. And to be honest with you, I think this can go a lot longer. So far it's lasted me for almost 5 months, and I'm really impressed. With my hair, the way I like to style it is I like to use the curling wands or flat iron. I find that they just hold up really well, and because it's so much hair, it's really quick just to bang out some nice wavy curl. Anyways, that's just a few frequently asked questions about my hair, and if you have any other questions, comment below and I will get back to you on that, and maybe in my next hair video I can answer a few more things. Well, thank you all for watching, and don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow. Stay pretty. It was really funny because someone actually commented that I've been forgetting to say stay pretty at the end, and they were like, you didn't say stay pretty, so I'm not sure if I should stay pretty or... And I thought that was freaking hilarious. I probably sent that to about 20 different people. So thank you for catching me on slipping, and stay pretty. Love you all, and I totally appreciate the support. Thank you for 100K on Instagram, and I can't wait for my 100K on YouTube. You guys are amazing.